master started receiving messages from different astral worlds. So she created and conducted unique, intense silence meditation retreats from 2009 onwards and led workshops on various topics across the world. She is also founder of Divine Feminine Sangha, who helped thousands of women to accept their feminine side. Last 2 weeks, we heard about spiritual parenting from Master Pranahita. Today, Master will be sharing us about Autowriting. It is a beautiful gift possessed by our beloved Master. So let us hear from her. She will be sharing her experiences as well. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to learn from own experience of the Master. So Pranahita Garu, please take over and shed some light on Autowriting and yeah, please take over the session.
Thank you so much, Malika Garu. Thanks a lot. So, my dear friends, today's topic is auto-writing. Some people also call it as automatic writing. So, as per the Wikipedia or internet, it's just defined as it's a psychic ability where words are written without consciously writing. So, they also called it as psychography. So a lot of people also call it as psychography, auto writing, or automatic writing. So we can do that by holding a pen or a pencil directly in our hand. Also, a lot of people use typewriters or computers or different techniques. But today we'll just give it a try with pen or a pencil. So in between, I'll just give you some time so that you can go and get your pen and a paper or a book, and then we can do 15 minutes auto writing practicals, because how much ever information we have, it is very, very important to finally implement it in our life, to practice it and to experiment it in our life. So at the end of the session, we'll also practice it. But before that, we will know a few steps and some of the misconceptions, because first of all, belief is very, very important when we are starting such things. Any of these psychic abilities, when we hear about them, so it is very, very important to have belief. Even if we talk about angels or any astral masters, talking with any guides or whatever it may be, belief is first very, very important. And regarding auto writing, there are few misconceptions. So some people say that when you start writing, it will automatically force you and you'll not be able to stop, or someone will take over, and all this is not true. First of all, don't be scared for anything. And if you have any fear, then don't do it, because only with fear you create such things. So first of all, be very confident that nothing will happen, because so many thousands of people are doing it. Not only thousands, maybe millions all over the world. They are doing it, and this is not just started recently. Even 1600s or even before that, there are some cases where they started auto writing and people started receiving messages from higher worlds. So it is there for a long time, so there is no fear. It's just that some people may need practice, and for some people it may not come. But do not worry, we'll just give it a try today. And for few more days, if you're really interested after listening to all these things, and if you after trying it, so if you're interested, you can just give it a try for few more days. And if anything is coming, then that's great. If nothing is coming, it is just another experiment that you have tried. So, and you have gained some knowledge. So you can just leave that after that. If you are interested, you can just continue it. But do not have any fear. So you are very powerful. No one can attack you, or nothing will happen. First of all, let go of all those fears. It is very, very natural. So trust to receive it. So also, some people think that as we are writing, because usually what happens is in auto writing, as we hold a pen or a pencil, anything, if we are holding in our hand, it starts writing automatically. So we don't consciously write it. We don't think over it, what we are writing, what we have to write. We don't really think about it. It starts flowing, just like a natural flow, it starts flowing. But some people, they think that, oh, maybe it's just me, maybe my mind is writing, and they'll be having so many questions because we are very intellectual. So we'll be having all those questions. Or for some people, they may think that, okay, nothing is coming. So as you start writing, for some people, it may automatically flow. For some people, nothing may come. So whatever it is, just do not stop. Just keep the pen and paper for some time. And as you start writing, writing may also change. For some people, it may be big or small. Sometimes it may not be exactly the way you write. Because for me, sometimes it was very different. I used to write in Telugu or English, and sometimes the words were very big, very small, and the writing was completely different sometimes. So, and also there are a lot of cases where people have written in different languages that they don't even know in this lifetime. So, even those were recorded. Like, for example, if you don't know Chinese, you may start writing Chinese or French or whatever other language. So it may also happen. But just be open to receive whatever that is coming. And for some people, they may just write some codes because they some like language codes or some codes from different worlds may come. But you will feel that energy from those codes. But whatever is happening, because as this is our first day, whatever is happening, do it anyway. Even if nothing is happening, just keep that belief and still keep that pen and paper. I mean, just hold that pen and just wait. Be open and wait. And whatever that is coming into your mind, as it comes into your mind, because what happens is sometimes, for me personally, so when I used to write, most of the times, I don't even know what I'm writing. At the end of the writing, when I read, then I used to understand, okay, whatever that I have written. But sometimes it used to come through my mind. But yet I don't know what exactly was happening. Like I was writing a story. There was a story that was flowing through me. But a sentence was coming into my mind, and I was writing that sentence, and I was waiting for the next sentence. It was a complete different story. I didn't even think about it. It was something about a bird, and suddenly it started talking about enlightenment and a Brahmin, and so many characters were there, and something was happening. But I was not at all thinking on it, and I didn't even know what was coming next. I was waiting what was coming next. So it may directly flow through your hand and without any thing coming into your mind, or sometimes it may come through your mind and finally your hand may write, or sometimes your subconscious mind. Like, for example, some people do this for healing purposes. Like if you had any trauma or any bad childhood or anything that you are not able to forgive, or anything that needs to be healed, they also use this for healing, some people. So they start writing about it, and automatically, as they are writing what exactly had happened, slowly the healing words will come from the subconscious mind or your higher self, that whatever has happened, that's okay. You just forgive them, or whatever the higher world, your higher self will start giving you some messages to heal you from that particular trauma. Even these things had happened in auto writing. Though it did not happen to me personally, but I heard a lot of stories where higher self will start talking, and automatically after that particular episode, they'll feel so much better. Whenever they think about the trauma before, they used to feel very bad, or sadness used to come in their cellular memories, and all this used to happen before. But after this particular episode of auto writing and getting these messages from their higher self, the intensity used to reduce automatically. They used to feel so much of healing that might have happened during that particular auto writing. So it is also used for healing purposes. But one thing you have to remember is pay absolutely no attention for grammar or spellings or sentence structure or style or anything that you would normally be worried when you are writing, because all these things doesn't have any importance in auto writing. Because even in my writings, sometimes there are some spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes, or the sentence structure or the style is not proper, or if I start here it just goes down, or if I start here it just goes up. So there will not be any proper style or structure, but of course it is not really important for us, right? So, and the other thing is, some people, they start with prompts like writing about something that has been on your mind, or asking about a dream, or any problem that you may have, or any challenge that you're facing in your current life, or any questions that you like why this has happened to me, or what is it that I need to learn from this, or how can I get to this position, or anything, like any questions you can frame, and then wait, and automatically your higher self will start writing or giving you messages. As here I'm talking about higher self. So some people, they put an intention when they start auto writing. They clearly put an intention to invite their higher self. So some people, they invite any astral master or any guru into their auto writing, because some people, they may just want to know about their personal life, some questions that they may have, or problems that they may have, or anything. But for some people it may be just about something about spirituality, or something about some general questions about what is enlightenment, or anything like that. In that case, you may just call an astral master or a guru like Mahavatar Babaji. You can invite Mahavatar Babaji. A lot of people, they invited Mahavatar Babaji in their meditations and in their auto writings, and they get answers. So you can try that. And if it is your personal question, you can just try calling your higher self. But that intention is important. I mean, some people keep these intentions. And you can also invite angels. So of course you can invite anyone that you would like. And some people, they also invite their ancestors, or if anyone had passed away in their family. But personally, I wouldn't suggest that. You don't need to invite your ancestors or anyone who passed away. You can directly work with the higher energies, just your higher self, or angels, or but of course that is your choice, because a lot of people, they work in different ways. And also some people, they try to put a timer. Initially you can do that, like a 5 minutes timer or 10 minutes timer, because initially if your mind may say that, oh, it's been so long, but you're not writing anything at all. Maybe it may be just 1 minute or 2 minutes, but you will feel like, oh, you have been waiting for a long time and nothing is flowing through you. And in that case, if you just set a timer, you will understand that, oh, it's just 5 minutes. Let me just wait for this whole 5 minutes, and you can wait. But again, for some people, it may just start flowing in the just few sessions, or even in the first session. In that case, the timer may disturb you. So you can just give it a try. There are no strict rules. So for every person, it is different. So whatever connects to you, you can try that. There is nothing strict, like you have to call higher self, you have to call them, or call whatever that you feel like in that moment, you can do that. And usually in auto writing, they close their eyes. I mean, traditionally, this is one of the key part of practicing auto writing, to close their eyes. But for some people, it may not be very comfortable closing their eyes. It is just that when you close your eyes initially, it may prevent you from thinking about something else, or looking at what you wrote before and correcting something you have written. For example, if there is some spelling mistake or some grammatical mistake, if you're opening your eyes, automatically your mind may go there and you may want to correct it. So instead of all these things, just close your eyes if you're comfortable in the initial days. And slowly, if you don't feel comfortable or if you want to write with open eyes, you can just do that as well. So even for me personally, initially I used to write with closed eyes, but now it just comes naturally. I just do it with open eyes. So, and also most importantly, meditate before you are writing, so that your mind, there will not be all these thoughts wandering in your mind, and automatically those thoughts may come into your writing. So just empty yourself and completely relax before you're writing. So once you meditate and if you start, it will help you very clearly to completely settle down. And from that empty state of mind, the words will start flowing. And also some people, they may want to listen to some soothing music while they write. If you get connected to that, you can try that. Or if you don't like music, you can just do without any music. But as I already mentioned, if it is not working, do not worry. Just give it a try. For some people, it may just work in their first sitting itself. Or for some people, it may take few days of time. And for some people, it may not work at all. But whatever is happening, just do not worry. It is very, very important that just don't worry about it. Give it a try. And if it's not working, just leave it, because there are so many other psychic tools that you can practice, like clairvoyance or clairaudience or even scrying, and many other tools are there. So you can try any of the psychic tools. If this particular thing is not working, you can just try it as an experiment, because we have been hearing about so many tools. And sometimes we may want to experiment. And for some people, when they hear about auto writing, it may not connect at all. Why do you want to do all these things, writing, and why do you want to focus on the psychic things? You can just meditate. That is the only thing that you want in life. Some people may say that, some masters may say that. So, as per my story, all these things came to me naturally. I never tried anything, or I never read anything about auto writing before, but it happened to me around 2005-6. I don't exactly remember. Around 2005-6, it happened to me. I hope my voice and video are clear.
Yes, okay, it's clear.
Yeah, okay. Right. So, around 2006, I was just meditating, and automatically I felt an urge to write something. My forefinger and thumb there was some tingling sensation, there was some slight moving sensation, and I just wanted to write something. So I opened my eyes, took a pen and a paper, and started scribbling something. Though I did not write anything on that particular day, but there were some lines coming in. So exactly next day, I sat in meditation almost at the same time, and just after a few minutes of meditation, the same urge came in to start writing. And again the next day, I sat with the same book and pen, and again the same thing happened. So for few days, I was scribbling something. There was no meaning, or I did not make any sense. But there was this very strong urge to write. And I think just within few days, after 5th or 6th day, or just within a week, there were some words coming. And the words were in Telugu, my mother tongue. And very clearly, I was writing something which I don't use in my day-to-day language, because those words were close to Sanskrit, like the word Kaivalyam. Kaivalyam is very close to enlightenment. So what is Kaivalyam, and there was some explanation coming about Kaivalyam from Annamacharya, and he was sharing some experiences, beautiful experiences with the Lord Venkateshwara, because Annamacharya, he's a poet. He has written so many songs and poems on Lord Venkateshwara. So there were so many messages, and he was talking about some places in Tirupati, and there was different things that were coming in which I didn't know at all. And then there were so many messages from different masters. So a few times I got messages from Mahavtar Babaji and Ammaji, and then there were a lot of messages in English from peace masters, oneness masters, and they were talking about happiness and bliss, so, and nothingness, and of course enlightenment and evolution. So I used to draw a few things about enlightenment and evolution, and ocean, and a drop in the ocean. I mean, they were like so beautiful, they're so deep, they had so deeper meaning. So when I was writing, I didn't know what was happening, but after that, when I when I read what I wrote, it was so intense, very deeper meaning. So all these things may happen to anyone. For me, I did not ask for it, but a lot of people, they practice it. So if you want to practice, if you're interested, you can happily practice it. And most of you might have heard about my angel sessions. So the same thing happened with angels. So when I was in London, I mean, in the middle of a night, they started talking to me. So even I did not invite them, or I didn't know anything about angels. I did not even read any book, or I did not even hear about them. As a child, normally we just hear about angels. That's the only thing that I knew. But I didn't know anything much about them, but it just happened in my life. And then I started sharing with people, and everyone, they started getting experiences. And now there are like hundreds of testimonials about angels. And there are a lot of people who are practicing Autowriting. And also after Autowriting, after I moved to UK, so in the middle of the night, I just used to wake up at a random hour. Usually, if I look at the watch, it will be like 222 or 333 or something like that. So at that moment, I just used to wake up and I used to draw. So after Autowriting, I started doing this auto drawing. I mean, I didn't know what name to give, so I just named it as auto drawing. But after looking into internet, some people call it as sacred geometry, some people call it as light language drawings. Different people give different names. So I just recently, just recently I got these drawings. I'll just show you so that you'll understand. This was at maybe because of my virtual background. Yeah, I think you can see now. It was at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:12. There was some drawing, and immediately after this, I just started drawing very randomly different things.
We cannot see the second one, and yeah, we can see it. Yeah, thank you.
Right? Yeah. So here, it was like a reverse boat. So when I was drawing, it was like a reverse boat, but very clearly it was telling me that these are future thoughts and these are past thoughts. The other side is past thoughts. And let me just remove my virtual background. Of course, I'm in a village, so usually I try to use the virtual background as it is not very clear. So here, I hope you can see now. So this is past and that is future, and it is like a boat of thoughts. And here it says, go beyond the boat of thoughts into the present moment, and only from the present moment, only this can take you to beyond. So I was just drawing this at 4:30 in the morning. So I just woke up and I started drawing all these things. It just, there is not much gap in between because everything was flowing. So this is at 4:36 and the previous one was at 4:28 and the first one was at 4:19. I think, yeah, automatically, I think more than 6 of them, I was just drawing within 20 to 30 minutes. This is about signals for turning sadness into happiness. So even if I go back and look at my auto drawings from last year or a couple of years, I don't even remember that I have drawn so many things and so many so many signals. Like if you look at this, there will be like different waves that come in. And when people look at this, they feel an intense energy coming from these drawings. A lot of people, not only meditators, I've shown it to different people, but they feel strong energies coming in from those drawings. And also last year we created a group, auto drawings group, and then some people, I asked them, if you want to experiment, you can experiment. So okay, I'm changing the background. Okay, so as they experimented, there was something called creation, an auto drawing on creation. So after looking at that picture, whatever they think, it is coming into it is manifesting, it is coming into reality, it is manifesting. So I just gave that picture to few people and they started experimenting, and some came back giving their testimonials that yes, it manifested within 3 days or within few days. So yeah, there were some people who were experimenting on this. So in your auto drawings or auto writings, whatever may come, just accept it, because initially even I didn't know what they meant. But a lot of people, after looking at that, they really felt strong energies. For some images, I used to get very clear messages what it means, but for some images, even I don't know what it means. So yeah, and there are so many people who does these auto writings, and there are also published books just came from these auto writings. And I think we all know about Saith material, right? I think most of you know about Saith material. So Jane Roberts, she channeled Jane Roberts, she channeled the Saith material. And Ramtha, all the Ramtha material also is by channeling. And there are so many books that are channeled. Channel is nothing but they have written. Some people, like Jane Roberts, she was talking as a medium, she was talking, she was channeling and she was talking. And for some people, they write it. But everything that is coming from another source that they don't know in this lifetime, all the information or the knowledge, whatever they were writing or whatever they were talking, they don't know in this lifetime. But they are getting that particular information from someone else. So that is nothing but channeling. Auto writing is writing, and the channeling is someone is talking like a medium. And scrying is like you're looking, because in our old movies we used to see, right? So if they want to know something, they just used to look into the water, and from the water they can clearly see the image, whatever that they wanted to see, or just a mirror. In that mirror they used to see. That is again scrying. So, and also psychometry, I think it's psychometry. So there my teacher, she just asked me for my watch, and as I gave her my watch, she was just holding my watch and she told one of my past life. So even that is possible. Even just by holding one of your hair, or we can just tell the past lives. All these things are possible. So some people may practice it, for some people it may come naturally, but this is not the ultimate, my dear friends. All these things, because even in my lifetime, there are so many things that had happened. So many say that, oh, you are gifted and you have got all these gifted abilities. But they all come but it is not the ultimate. It is not giving you the enlightenment. These are all like in our daily life, we eat sweets and we really love it. But again, we have to go on. So, in our life, with meditation, we can go to that source. We can get that enlightenment. But as a human, sometimes we would want to know everything. We would want to experiment because there are so many things. As a human, you have come here. So if you want to experiment, you can just experiment. But if you're not connecting, then that's okay. Leave it. Whatever you feel connected to, do that. Do not force yourself to do something, because there was one person, he was into meditation for a long time and he got so many benefits from meditation. He's just so happy in meditation, but he was trying astral travel. He was telling that, oh, I have been trying astral travel for more than 8 years but nothing happened. I really want to leave this meditation and go away. Then I asked him, are you sure there were no benefits through meditation? Then he told me that his whole life has been transformed. Now he's very happy with meditation, and his relationships improved. Everything is good after meditation. But he was like, he was always complaining that, okay, I didn't get this astral travel. Even though I tried hundreds of times, I didn't get this astral travel. And that's okay. So if something is coming, just accept it. And if you feel connected to it, and if you feel like experimenting, experiment, try that, practice it. But even if it is not coming, then that's okay, leave it, move on and try something else. That is very, very important, my dear friends. And do not compare yourself with others. That is also very important, because in this session some people may start writing, or for some people nothing may come. So do not compare with others. And let's start. Yeah. Okay, my dear friends. If you just want to quickly go and grab your pen and a paper, or better, pen and a book. First of all, just try to scribble, because some pens it may not write initially. First, we have to scribble. So, some people after the auto writing, they realize that the pen is not working. So, better you just check it once. And holding that pen in your hand, do not hold it too tight, not too loose. So, holding your pen and paper, whatever is flowing, just allow it. Completely trust the process. If there is any resistance, tell to yourself, I let go of that resistance and I completely trust this process. And allow it. You may just scribble something, or you may draw some random lines. Whatever is coming, my dear friends, allow it. Do not hold the pen too tight nor too loose. And also, as you're placing it on the paper, do not put it very firmly. Just gently touch the paper so that it flows. Just allow and be open. There's nothing you need to be scared of. As you trust the process, your hand will naturally move. At this point, even if it is not moving, do not have any thoughts or do not feel down that, oh, it's not moving. Just we'll try for a few more seconds. And for people for whom it is moving, and if you're writing or drawing something, just allow it. and at some point it will naturally stop. If it stops after writing for some time, then just keep the pen aside and thank the guides or angels or your higher self, whoever has helped you, whoever has guided you to write this. With gratitude, you can completely feel one with your body now. And whenever you are ready, you can release your hands. You can place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and slowly and gently open your eyes. If anyone wants to share your experience from this particular auto writing session, you can just raise your hand and you can show whatever you have written, or you can just share whatever you have written. And sorry, my dear friends, there was some internet connection issues, so I was disconnected in between. Yes, Dheeraj.
Hi, thank you for a very interesting session. I just want to ask a question, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
When you do the auto writing, have you received any specific instructions rather than much more generalized information? Are you able to share an example where you had a situation and you did write and you had answers relating to that situation? And my second question was, when you're doing auto writing, are you just getting information helpful to you, or are you able to help other people out? Like if you were to ask questions on other people's behalf, are you able to get answers for that?
Personally, I never did anything particularly for another person, but of course, a lot of people do that, and uh, yeah, they answer questions as a medium. They do auto writings or they channel and they answer questions for others. So it is possible, but personally, I haven't done that. And yes, I got some personal messages about my daughter before she was born. I think just 1 year before she was born, in my auto writing, I got a message that a great soul is going to come through me. So that was there. And there was another situation where I was asked to do a few things, and uh, in meditation, just with an intention. So yeah, there were some personal messages as well, but in particular, maybe I asked once or twice any personal questions. Other than that, I never used to ask anything. So it almost every time flowed naturally. So whenever there was the sensation in my hands, I just used to hold that pen and a paper. And initial days I used to close my eyes, and slowly after that I don't even close my eyes. But this information just used to flow. As I mentioned, most of the times it was like general messages, but higher spirituality, like talks on evolution, enlightenment, and nothingness, and bliss, and peace, and oneness. Uh, yeah, most of the times these were the messages. So, and some about some consciousness and few other things. I don't remember exactly, but there are so many other things. So, yeah, I think I answered all your questions. Let me know
Um,
if I missed anything.
no, you did answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Garima Jain.
Hello, Pranahita ji. Thank you so much for the session. Yeah, I drew something. So how? I don't know how can I show you.
You can just switch on your video and try to show us if you're comfortable.
It's just random things came up. Actually, I have on the one page I just draw. I think Om and the swastik, and in another page I just draw some mathematics formula, trigonometry. I don't know why it is like.
Yes, it may happen, Garima. So even for me, one day I was just writing, and I was writing about carbon monoxide and how it is helpful and all these things. In spite of it is poisonous, but I got a lot of information on carbon monoxide. So, oh, that's good.
Can you see this?
Yes, 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 I can see that. Okay.
Yes,
At least you started writing, so continue that because sometimes, yeah, these symbols.
on
Okay.
another page,
Yes.
this.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Whatever the spirals that you have drawn and the other signals. So I think I'll just show you guys what I have drawn now. So I think there is some, I don't know, when I look into the video, I feel like it is Om, but if I look at it directly, I didn't feel it is a Om. So yeah, there are some spirals. Yeah, most of the times, even what I have observed is in light language drawings, a lot of people draw spirals. Even if you just search in internet randomly, after about 2 years after I got these things, I was searching in the internet, and even I saw a lot of similarities because people were random from different parts of the world, but there were similarities of this circles, not just the normal symbols like Om or swastik, not those symbols which are universally known, but these uh, but the circles and some of the symbols were very similar.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can just continue with that and see how it goes. And when you get those symbols, just look at them and feel the energy that is coming from them. And also
Okay.
you can start asking questions. What does it mean? What can I use this for? Something like that. Because in my drawing, sometimes it clearly comes as one time the drawing was for immunity, and one drawing was for to let go of fear. One drawing was for manifestation. So like that, there are so many messages in those drawings. So just
Okay.
continue.
So
Good.
how can I come to know that what is the message from, like, how as you said that I need to ask, so whom I need
Yeah,
to
just
ask?
in your meditation, just after you finish your drawing, yeah, close your eyes and ask that question. It may come
Okay.
naturally to you because in even in the initial days, even I didn't know. For some images, I used to get messages, but again, for some drawings, I never got any message. So just give it a try. Ask a question.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello,
Shilpa.
Pranahita.
Yes. Hi. Sorry, who is this?
Madhavi.
Oh, hi, Madhavi Garu.
It was wonderful section. Just I draw something. I will show you. Uh, can you see it?
I think yes. Yeah.
Um, First one is like a V,
Uh-huh.
and the next is two eyes, very scary eyes.
Okay.
Next, like a stream.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
don't know what's that.
Okay. So for you, it felt like ice. For me, it felt like something else. So it is very, very important how you were feeling at that moment. You mentioned like scary eyes and like a stream. So it may also, again, it may differ from person to person, experience to experience. How you are feeling at that moment is important. So from that eyes, I could see I could just sense as if the tears were flowing out or something. So after that, how you are feeling? So are you feeling any sense of relief? Are you feeling any healing that has happened? Or are you feeling scared from those eyes? And what is it that is reminding you of? Is it reminding you of any eyes from your childhood that you were scared of? So just again, after the drawing, sit in meditation and meditate on that drawing. Then you will understand. So what does it mean? So just give it a try.
Thank you, Pranahita.
Thank you, Adi. So next.
Hi, Pranahita. This is what I got a drawing of the image. It is a spiral.
Okay. Yeah, spiral rings. Yes. Okay.
Two spirals.
Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned, these spirals are very natural. A lot of people will get them. So they are like energy symbols. You can just meditate on it if you wish. So you can just, but with open eyes, you can just look at them and feel the energies coming from that. Don't do it for a long time, just for a few seconds or a minute. You can just look at them, and if you feel any energy, you can just automatically close your eyes. You can just experiment as it is coming every day if possible at the same time, or just keep some time. If you are interested and if you want to experiment more on this, you can give it a try every day for few days and see how it is going. I think you are on mute.
Thank you so much. Thanks. I'll be there.
Okay, Shilpa, thank you. Yeah, anyone else?
Bradley?
Hi, Pranahita ji.
Hi,
Hello.
Sharon. Yes.
Hi, Pranahita. Actually, I came for a walk to the park and just got to remind and join. So you might hear the birds and the air sounds. Sorry about that. So I just meditated when you started meditation. So I saw in my meditation a pyramid, and the light was blinking in the middle of the pyramid.
Okay.
Actually, auto writing, I don't know about this, but when I meditate, these days I could see a lengthy paragraph in English. Very lengthy. I couldn't remember all those lines, but only a few words it pops up, like a star. And yesterday I was meditating and I saw star and creation. In that lengthy paragraph, only 2 words were popped up.
Okay.
But rest I could see, but they are not so clear. And few days back, I see it's Telugu, but it's not Telugu. I couldn't read that. I couldn't read. It's like Sanskrit maybe.
Okay.
So I don't know Sanskrit. I didn't learn Sanskrit. So most of the Pranahita, when most of the messages come in my dreams. Some or the other person comes and explains to me something like intuitions and how to overcome the negativity within us.
Okay.
All these explains in step by step. So when I woke up, I used to write in my book. So whatever, but some messages are they say in Sanskrit. I don't know how to decode that. They come and they make me to sit in Vajrasana. In Vajrasana, they'll make me to sit in Vajrasana, and the person also sit in the same way.
Okay.
He had some sandals, gandham, we say, the sandals on his forehead. Yeah, forehead and kumkum, in the between that. And he was in lalchi pajama and make me to sit in Vajrasana, he said. So I said, I can't sit for long in that pose. He said, no, you can sit. Just trust me, you can sit. So I sat, and he was, for a long time, he was teaching me something in Sanskrit. I was shocked, and I said, I don't know Sanskrit, and you are teaching. No, you have to listen that. You just listen. And he went on. So somehow we can decode that. How I can write it. And as some messages I couldn't remember after I woke up from the dream.
Okay. So all this had happened in your dream or in your meditation?
Yeah, in the dream.
The dream.
In meditation, I could see lengthy paragraphs, and I saw the spiral one you draw, the long spiral one. I saw yesterday in my meditation the long spiral one. There were 2 spirals, and they were filled with rainbow colors.
Okay.
And
So immediately after your meditation, or today, as you have heard this auto writing, maybe just you can just place a pen and a paper, and whatever that is coming in, just try to write it down. And only if
Okay.
you feel like, only if you feel like. Because
Okay.
some people, they don't want to write it, they just want to take that information, because automatically your subconscious mind, it takes everything. And definitely these experiences, everyone may not get these experiences like a master coming in and teaching all those different things. So there's something that is happening, so
Yeah.
just allow it and accept it. And
Okay.
again, after your dream, when you wake up, just try to sit in meditation and then start asking questions. Or there is something called lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming, where you are aware in your dreams, and you can start, when you are aware, you can start asking questions. So who are you, and what are you trying to teach me? And you can just ask any questions when, if you can practice that lucid dreaming. Or even without that, when you come out of meditation, when you come out of that dream, you can just sit in meditation, you can ask a question, or just trust the process and go with the flow. Anything,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
every person is different. So whatever you feel like, you can do that.
Right.
But automatically after few days, things will open up, because initially even I didn't know anything on auto writing, and there was no one who tell me what exactly was happening to me. I just used to write it for days and days, and then I didn't know what to do. I did not even share with anyone. Even if I shared with anyone, none of them believed, or they didn't know what to do. So
Yeah,
it
that's true.
yeah.
I was afraid to share with others, so they might think what happened to me. I didn't even share with my husband too. He might get scared.
Slowly it will
Yesterday the
open up.
spiral thing. After that
Yeah.
spiral thing, so a word popped up like power. I
Okay.
saw the word in my meditation. After the spiral, immediately the word popped up with the capitals and the capital letters. It's a power. So yesterday in my dream, I was little shy. I was little shy in nature, and I'm not open to public talk. I am very introvert. So yesterday night, when in my dream, I was protecting myself from 3 guys.
Okay.
So they something they are doing something to me bad. I don't know. They are chasing like thing. They came to my home, and immediately, usually I'm very scared of that. So immediately I protected myself. I came out and I started talking to them, and I said, just go away in a loud voice.
Okay.
And I was saying, this is not right. So as soon as I started to talk with them, they gone. They were gone. So morning when I woke up, I just got something like some positiveness and some power within me.
Okay.
That's why I am able to talk with you. Usually I'm not.
So usually someone chasing, and as you mentioned, there is some fear inside you that is chasing you, or there's some fear that is there inside you, like for example, public talking, public, whatever it may be. I'm just taking an example, like as you mentioned, public speaking. If that is the fear inside you, it will be chasing you, like, oh, I cannot talk, I'm an introvert. It is always there. So in the dream, so these 3 persons may represent 3 different things. And as they were chasing you, finally, you really shouted at them saying that go away. And once they have gone away, even in your real life, you'll get rid of that fear. So these things may happen. So these are some
Yes.
natural things that happen in our dreams. A lot of healing that happens in our dreams, in our meditations. So that's really amazing. And also, my dear friends, there is something called as Dream Dictionary online. If you have any dreams, you can just look into the dream dictionary. Of course, not every time it may make sense, but sometimes it may make sense. So even you can try that dream dictionary sometimes. Yeah, wonderful
Yeah, sure.
experiences, Sharda. Thank you.
Thank
For
you. Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you, Shom. Thank you so much, Pranahita.
Thank you. I think now Vinod.
Namaste, Pranahita garu. Very good section. My little 6-year-old daughter, she wants to show what she drew.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so nice.
So, I mean, I think the one thing that I could make out of it was the number 89.
Okay, okay.
I'm not sure whether she followed the whole instructions or not.
Okay, no, that's okay.
But
Kids, they
yeah,
don't need any instructions. So even my 4-year-old, I think almost 6 months ago, even she was writing something. So, but when I look at it, it was so energetic. So even sometimes they may just scribbles, or sometimes there may be some energy. Whatever it may be, you can just, yeah. By looking at that eyes and nose, it feels like an alien.
right.
Left side. Yeah. Oh, that's good. What's her name?
Vrinda.
Vrinda. Hi, Vrinda.
Hi.
Nice. Thank you.
Just one more. This was by my wife, and she's feeling a little bit shy to show, but
That's okay.
I think there are some energy centers. I think based on your earlier description.
I think there are 6. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Amazing drawings. So just it. There are some 6 circles, maybe representing the energy centers.
Yeah.
So, and also I could really feel some energy as well by looking at it. So you can just ask her to do open eye meditation by looking at that just for a few seconds, as I mentioned before.
Right.
Most of the times what happens is whoever draws it, they will get a message, or they will get a sense of what exactly it is. Or some, as I mentioned, we may not even get anything, but even then that's okay.
Okay.
Amazing, wonderful. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, Madhavi Garu. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my drawing.
Yeah, I think your screen is yeah, now I can see. Okay, good. So wonderful. You guys have drawn a lot, because usually in the first sessions, people will just draw 1 line or 2 lines, and I think most of you are drawing full pages. That's good. Amazing. As I mentioned, just look at it.
Interpret that for me, please.
To be frank, I can't interpret. There's some spiral, and I can see 3, or maybe from the other side it may be M. So yeah, or it may be an Om. I mean, I'm not really sure. So yes, as I mentioned, you can just do an open eye meditation, and you can receive any message on that, or feel that energies. And one important thing is, again and again, I'm telling you, sometimes we may not get exactly the message from whatever we have drawn, but that's okay. Keep drawing, keep writing. So, of course, if you're drawn to it, only if you're drawn to it, do that as an experiment. And after a few days, very clearly, some writings may come out very clearly. Again, drawings will be more clear, with a clear message of why you are drawing it, for what it will be useful. That.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing is, as we draw, a lot of healing also happens inside us.
Okay.
So
I feel, the energy flowing into my fingers when the thing is happening. I kept the pen very lightly. I holded the pen very lightly. Okay. And it was, I could sense the energy that is flowing in. It's my first time, but I feel very happy that this thing has happened.
Wonderful. That's great. Thank you, Madhavi. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you mind if I?
Oh yes,
yeah,
dear.
please carry on.
Sorry, am I okay to go ahead, or somebody else wants
Yes,
to ask?
no, you
Okay.
can go ahead, yeah.
Sorry, I have another question. I mean, I mean, being from a medical background, I try and look for scientific reasons behind any action or any knowledge. It need not necessarily mean that I suspect whether a certain phenomenon works or not. It's just my inquisitiveness. I try and find a reason behind things. Of course, that doesn't necessarily correlate well with spirituality, because there are some aspects of things which you can't explain scientifically. But just reading through about Autowriting, I mean, I'm a novice, so I have got no knowledge about Autowriting, which is why I attended this session, and which is why I was trying to read around. So there is a scientific phenomenon called Geodynamic Response.
Yes, idiometric response, it automatically starts moving your fingers, and even in hypnotherapy and all these things, we do a lot of experiments on the idiomotor. So even that is there. Even I had a lot of scientific temper initially, and I never used to believe in all these things. But when it happened naturally in my life, and when I don't know what I was writing, so I had to.
So I was reading around this, and I noticed that, I mean, basically what you rightly defined Geodynamic response. Basically, it's something which happens automatically, and it's perhaps related to your thought process. A good and a simple example which everybody could perhaps relate to is, if you were to think about an ice cream or a lemon or something, or the food you like, you start salivating, even though the food is not there. So that is kind of an automatic response your body, in terms of preparing for a situation or something. And James Braid is a surgeon who looked into this, and perhaps he thought that this is what is the phenomenon behind hypnotherapy, hypnosis, and stuff. So I'm just trying to differentiate how much of this is something which is an automatic phenomenon compared to a spiritual phenomenon. And I'm not trying to question Autowriting or anything. Please don't get me wrong, because I genuinely believe in spiritualism, meditation, and everything. And I myself, I have tried to do some Autowriting while you were just suggesting. But what I realized is what I've been scribbling is something which are my thought processes, which I normally get like distractive thoughts which I get during the meditation. So I've written like Om, I've written like Swastik, I've written like a few random numbers, I've written a square with a triangle and a circle inside. So these are my distractive thoughts. So now what I want to know is how much of this is something which happens automatically without a spiritual reason behind it, and how much of it is our normal, natural, distractive thoughts which we are trying to write down. I'm just wondering if you could kindly explain that, please.
Yeah. As I initially mentioned, for a lot of people, they connect to their subconscious mind, or sometimes they connect to their higher self, and they get messages only for themselves. Like if something is happening, this is my personal example, that when I was so
sorry, you're breaking up. Could you repeat the last, please?
Okay, so there was this lady, when I was guiding her into Autowriting. Is my voice clear? Maybe some internet. Is there any?
It is better now.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I asked her to write question.
Sorry,
write the answer with the non-dominant hand. Sorry, am I breaking again? Okay. ask the question with the
We can't hear you now.
Okay. Maybe I'll link and stop my video. Is this better now?
No, I
Sorry,
think there
there's
is
some
still
issue
disturbance.
here. Okay.
Your video as well has frozen.
Yeah, I stopped the video thinking that it may be a bit better.
Okay, ma'am. Madam will be joining again soon. Madhvi, have you got another question to ask or? Oh, you are. We still can't hear you, Andy.
I've stopped my video now. Is this better?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Yeah, it's definitely better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in her example, when we can do this, ask question with a dominant hand and you get answer from a non-dominant hand. So in these cases, the subconscious mind will tell you, just like in hypnotherapy when we take them to that somnambulistic state, so where we get the answers from the subconscious mind. But again, in the auto writing, there's something that happens where you get connected to other frequencies, other masters, or like the Seth material. It's an amazing book. If you haven't heard about, if you haven't read about Seth, you can just search in internet about Seth material. It is very popular. So a lot of spiritual people, they go through this Seth material, and so many books have come out from that Seth material. So many people, they became spiritual people after going through that Seth material. And also Ramtha wisdom. So whoever is channeling, they don't know anything about what they were channeling, because in this lifetime they did not learn so many things. They talk about different dimensions, different types of creation, manifestation, law of attraction, even Abraham Hicks. So all these things are happening. So even as I mentioned initially, this started when I was, I think, in engineering, all the psychic abilities and all these things. At that time, I never used to believe in them, because whatever is happening, I used to think that, okay, only my mind is creating. Even I had this scientific temper. I just don't believe whatever that is happening to me randomly. So, but when these things were happening naturally to me, and whatever I was writing, I didn't know anything. My brother, who is also spiritually inclined and who is PMC English channel head, he was traveling in Himalayas and meeting so many gurus. And after receiving a lot of wisdom from all those gurus, one day I was just writing something in my auto writing about Omkara and from where the whole world has born, and all these things. When I shared with him, he was so surprised. He told me that whatever he learned from that guru in Himalayas, I was talking everything in this just one page of what my. So I had to believe, because I didn't know anything. I haven't read anything in this lifetime. And the words that I was using was very close to Sanskrit. It was very hard for me to read whatever that I have written. Only after reading it a few times, more than 10, 15 times, I felt so comfortable reading them. But initially, I wasn't comfortable reading them. So when all this happened to me personally, then I had to believe. And the main reason why I started sharing this was when Patriji asked me to share my experiences. And when I share my experiences personally, a lot of people know me. So when they know me personally and when they get connected to these frequencies, it will be easy for them to believe and to get these experiences in this lifetime. So mainly angels experiences. I have been sharing my angels experiences throughout the world. I have been traveling a lot, and even I was taking online sessions, and thousands of people got connected to angels, which they never believed in that 10 minutes of meditation. Immediately they connect to those energies, and they had to believe it when they are connected with, and I had to believe it when I got connected to it. So yeah, I hope you'll also believe it when you get it personally, and you can just give it a try. And as you mentioned today, you might have got just the swastik and the om and the spirals and whatever it is, but slowly you may get different things. Or for angels, I clearly asked them signals. If you are here, then give me a strong signal. And a lot of people who never ever believed in angels and who never ever believed in all these things, they started believing it because they got very strong signals, not just internally, not just in meditation, but outside very clearly. So once they get these messages from outside, they had to believe it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
But
Madhvi,
finally, meditation is ultimate. So even if you do believe it or do not believe it in all these psychic abilities, that's okay, because these are all like um, these are not really important in your journey. These are all that you'll just you can just experiment on these things. But the final thing is meditation, to really get into that self realization, to understand yourself, to connect with yourself. That is very, very important. Yeah.
Thank you. You make a very important point about meditation being the more important aspect, because even the safe materials, I think it's more to do with manifestation of your present moment with your thought. So I think I agree with you on that.
Thank you.
Yes. Madhvi, do you want to ask a question, or you're just raised a hand?
I think she already spoke before. Madhvi Garu and Sharda Garu. I think they already spoke before. Yeah.
Pranahita,
Do you guys
sorry.
have anything else?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to talk in between.
Yeah, sure.
Hello?
Yes, Sharda Garu, tell me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I raised my hand again.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, Pranahita Garu. So, in one of the dream, I heard the dimension I came from. So, is that with that information, what I can do actually? They said that I'm from Sirius. So,
Okay.
and later I don't know the name also. So when I asked with the Ram Master, so he said it's a star civilization, and suggested me a book. So when I gone through this, I didn't believe that I came from this dimension. I thought only the earth is my home. So when I didn't believe that, so when I'm meditating, I heard the same.
Okay.
I was about to come out from the meditation. I was full conscious, and I heard a male voice was saying the same sentence. You're from this.
Okay.
So okay, then I believed. So what's it actually meant? So with that information, what I can do with that?
So most of us are from different civilizations, like Sirius, Arcturians, or I mean there are different civilizations. So
Okay.
if Ram has suggested you the book on those civilizations. If you are interested, you can just go through that. So for me personally, when I got to know that I'm from Arcturians, so I met Judy Satori, and we both were talking in light language. And then she told me that I was from Arcturians. I was interested, but then, to be frank, I didn't go deeper into it. And in your meditation, what I would personally do is, in your meditation, you can just ask, why did you give me this information? Is there anything that I need to know more about Sirius, or is there anything that I need to know more about it, so that in this lifetime, in this moment, will it be helpful for me? Because Shanta, for so many meditators, there are like different experiences that they get. For some people, they connect to their past. Some people, they connect to their different civilizations or different dimensions. So many things may happen in your meditation. But finally, some people, they will be interested and they will go and they'll know more about it. And for some people, they'll just leave it and they'll just concentrate on that meditation. But whatever you feel is right, you can do that. Because a lot of us, if you really want to know more about Syrian civilization, there are some very good books. Also, there are some masters in our pyramid spiritual societies who are from Sirius and who are from Arcturians. And they will know, they know exactly what Syrians are doing on this planet Earth, because they have some mission, and different people come from different missions, different purposes. So if you feel like connecting with any Syrians, you can just contact them. And if you are interested, I can check with some of the masters and I can give their information. Or, yeah, I can do that if you're interested. Okay, I can get in contact with Malika or Raghavendra and I can share that information.
Sure, Pranahita ji. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. But I'm interested in it.
Yeah, but first thing is, every time in your meditation, ask that, because your soul is guiding something. So every time in your meditation, if you ask questions, you will get answers. First, trust and believe in yourself. That is very, very important for everyone. So every time, whatever that comes from inside, that has more, we'll get connected very easily for what that is coming from inside, instead of the answers from outside.
Yeah,
that will satisfy.
Yeah, sure. So they also said that believe in yourself. So many times in my meditation, I got to see believe in yourself, in intuition or something. When I was driving, it's okay if I share for a minute.
I think we are already beyond time.
Process. Okay.
So
that's
in
fine.
Your meditation, you can ask questions and you will receive the answers. Or again, in your Autowriting, invite Syrians. So invite Syrians and they will tell you more about why they are trying to contact you, or what is the information that they want to give to you. You can just ask a question and then wait for the answer. You can try that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Malika ji.
Yes, Sartha ji, do you know Raghavendra Garu or me? If you can send me a personal message, I think.
Sure. I'm in the group. I will. I will contact you.
Okay. Whenever madam sends that message, I'll forward it to you. Okay.
Sure, Malika Garu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Indra Garu? Indra, yeah.
Indra Garu, would you like to unmute yourself, Indra Garu?
Sorry, I did not mean to sort of raise my hand. It's an accident.
Okay.
And my sort of IT skills and handling all this modern communication, whatever is very bad. Please excuse me. But anyway, nice to talk to you.
Yeah, same here. Good to hear your voice, Indra. Thank you.
It was a lovely experience which I enjoyed. I did draw something, but I cannot show it to you because I don't think you will see that. Anyway, it's a nice experience. I enjoy this. I enjoy all do with spirituality and meditation. It's great. It's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, friends. Thank you so much, Pranahita Garu. It's wonderful session, practical session as well. and you assured us it is okay to go ahead and try for auto writing. Actually, I reviewed the book called Laws of the Spirit World 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was auto written. You might have heard. Yeah. So I'm feeling some connection. I'm very fortunate to be able to host today's session. It happened coincidentally. It was not planned, and I was drawn here. So I definitely go ahead and keep on trying auto writing. Actually, I did not do much. I was able to just draw this.
Yeah. Actually, to be frank, initially only I see such drawings, but I think in today's session I was just seeing a lot of drawings. That's amazing, but that's absolutely fine, Malika. To start with, it's good. It's a good
but
start.
It felt so good. I enjoyed the process. Thank you very much for initiating this process. It's very useful, and it's a new thing we could all try, and it might bring out something from us. Definitely, we'll go ahead and try. And thank you very much for sharing your wisdom every week. It's really helpful for all of us. Looking forward for many more sessions with you. Yes, Pranagaru.
Oh, yes. And if anyone is interested, if you want me to talk on any particular topic or anything, just let me know. I can talk on that particular topic. Yeah. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you all so much, and love you all. Bye. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, friends, for joining in. We'll meet in another session. See you all next time. Thank you.